everybody. Welcome to today's episode of the Dog Training Advent Calendar. Today we're going to do things a little bit differently. Today we're talking about food dispensing toys. I love using food dispensing toys with dogs. They're a great way to help dogs get their energy out, their mental energy and physical energy, especially at times of day when it's really hard for us to give them attention. So I like doing this first thing in the morning when I first wake up and it's their breakfast time, but maybe when I come home in the evening and I'm tired and want to get my dinner ready, and so I need them to kind of settle down and calm down. This is a good way to do that too. So if you ever need your dogs to just burn a little energy, then food dispensers are a great tool for that. So first we have some examples of food dispensing toys. For many dogs who have never used food dispensing toys before, you can start with a plastic bottle but cut the top off so that when you put the food in, it's going to be a lot easier for the dogs to get the food out. So I just cut the top off, make sure it's not too sharp around the edge that they might cut themselves, so nice smooth edges, and then fill it up with their food. I put their whole meal into the bottle, and then when you give it to the dog, he can lick the food out, but also to get down to the bottom of the bottle, he needs to knock that bottle around a little bit to get the rest of the food out. So it still gives him something to do. It's a little bit more interesting than a food bowl, but it's also not too difficult that it's frustrating for him to use. Once your dog has mastered that food dispensing toy, then you can use a full plastic bottle with the top on it. You don't have to cut the top off. So just pour the food in through the top, put his whole breakfast or whole dinner in that bottle. Don't put the lid back on. I sometimes put some treats in the bottle too to start with. It just entices them to work a little bit harder and try harder to get the food out. So you can shake those treats around into the bottle, and then when you give it to your dog, you can kind of move the food up to the top of the bottle too, so that it's a lot easier for him to get out, at least to start with. Then once he gets going, he's going to learn that he needs to kick the bottle around and move the bottle around, and eventually he's going to get all of the food out. There's a wide variety of food dispensing toys on the market. This one's clear, which makes it easy for dogs to transition from a bottle to a new toy, and it even has 2 holes, which makes it a little bit less challenging for the dog. And it's nice to have a good variety of shapes and sizes so that the dog doesn't get too good at getting the food out of each toy. This one unscrews, so it's easy to fill up, and it's got a hole at the top, which is pretty small, so it's harder for the dog to get the food out of. Balls tend to be pretty fun because they move around so much. This one has 3 holes too, so it's great for dogs who need a little bit extra incentive to get all the treats out. The Kong Wobbler is the most challenging one. It has a hole on the side. It also unscrews so that it's easy to fill and easy to wash. So I can put their whole meal in there, screw it back, and because the hole is on the side, the dog has to figure out how to knock it down on its side to get all the food out. But the base is weighted, so it wobbles like a weeble. So once it wobbles down, dumps some food, it wobbles back up, so the dog has to figure out how to knock it down again. I hope you guys enjoyed this training session. I think Milo did. If you did like this, please be sure and click like and subscribe down at the bottom of the screen here. Please also send me a comment. Let me know what you thought of this video. If you have anything that you want to suggest for next time, I'd love to hear it. Please also share this with a friend so that more people can see this information too. Follow me on social media, all that good stuff. Alrighty, I will see you again tomorrow for our next episode of the Dog Training Advent Calendar. I'll see you then.